with another video. And I'm hoping Malik Williams is watching this because what's about to happen to the Warriors is about to be dominating. Hey, hey, hey.
And it's the Warriors to start out. Now Golden State's starting five. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. The Splash Brothers are the guards. And it's Barnes in at the small forward.
And the Warriors put the ball in Thompson's hands a lot more last season. He ran the pick and roll and attacked the rim, taking more advantage of his size and ball handling ability at that off-guard position.
So it's the Warriors now.
Come on, Chrissy, get your first two.
Right side Curry.
Right pass. Give me that.
And Jordan sends it back.
Good rebound.
There's Bogut, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Trying to go up this court.
Here's Paul. Stolen by Thompson.
Puxies.
Green against Griffin. High, arcing shot, no luck. The Clippers go the other way with it.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Uh-oh. Dylan and him.
Crawford against Green. Crawford left side.
Good pass.
And then Griffin with the dunk.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Here's Curry. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And Green gets it to go.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Paul outside. Jordan the screen. Paul kicks to Crawford. It's stolen by Green. And here we go with Thompson.
Steal for Iguodala.
And Ba'amute pulls it in. Here now the Clippers. That's a 2 from Paul.
That was a whole
and he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
Give me that.
And it's blocked by Jordan.
Chrissy.
And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Barnes against Paul.
Okay. Good day. Can we do this stuff? Wait, oh no.
Shot clock at 6. From 20 feet out. Good
ankles.
Shot ball.
Give me them ankles. Oh my god, I gotta show y'all a brief replay of this. Oh my god. Give me them ankles. Oh no, I can't do that. Nope. Come here, let me see what I can do. Oh, bang. Bang! Give me them ankles. Oh, with the finish. FaceTime.
Paul's got his second basket.
And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
And here is Paul following Draymond Green's 3. Back to Paul.
Who wants some more? Oh, Clay? Clay wants some? Okay, let me back up. Oh.
Three-pointer. The shot no good. Good D by Thompson. And Curry is so good with the media because Greggy was a media member himself for so long. You know that as well as anybody. Clark, I don't think he ever tried his hand at broadcasting, though. I can't see him doing that, did you?
Yeah,
no.
Good D.
Good defense. Just thrown on as a broadcaster and really contribute anything of note. Some guys have what it takes to call games, and Steve just doesn't quite scratch me as that kind of guy.
Now here's Paul after the miss from Klay Thompson. Paul outside. Down low. Here's Griffin, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Well, you see Blake Griffin, and he is known for his huge dunks and ability to score, but he is a very well-rounded power forward. He's one of the best power forward passers in the league.
That's good from Blake Griffin. And for Griffin in his passing, often you'll see him set up teammates, Greg, for easy looks and dunks.
And with the amount of times that teams have to double team Griffin, that's huge. I mean, even when he's not scoring due to defenses focusing on him, he can still impact the game with his passing.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Green is checked in for DeAndre Jordan.
Pierce
comes in for Mbamute. J.J. Redick's checked in for Jamal Crawford.
Here we go.
And it's Rivers in for Paul. Good ball movement here by the Clippers.
Come on, JJ. Let's show them what we can do. Oh.
Redick against Barbosa.
Oh. Oh. Oh, I didn't think
here's
JJ Redick is right.
The Clippers need to get off a shot. And that
Bang!
one's good. Rivers has got himself going there.
Rivers for the three.
Kevin, he didn't hesitate that time. The D gave him a step, and he just pulled up and drained the three.
Livingston kicks to Barbosa. Spates sets a screen. And a wide open look for Iguodala. Tried to come right back with the three of his own.
We know. Oh. Yeah, I meant three positions like him.
Fires the three.
Bang. Oh, that was good.
Griffin dishes to Pierce. Out to the right wing. Second shot opportunity.
Everybody pass it to him.
And Golden State will go the other way with it. There's 48 seconds left in the first. To the paint. Here's Iguodala. That drops and comes off the assist from Livingston. Iguodala's got his first points in this one. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Rivers with it. Outside Pierce. Pass to Green. Griffin kicks to Green. Pierce inside the three-point line.
Really?
Golden State takes
You
possession.
gonna do that?
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have
like
got to have your head in the game.
"19 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That's his first foul. That's his first personal foul. We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter. Clippers foul.
Why are you reaching,
Warriors
bro?
shooting their first shots from the stripe
Why
in
are
this
you
game.
reaching, man?
And he makes the first. Sean Livingston, 2 shots. Livingston hits both of them.
Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
Now Rivers. It'll count. No good on that last second attempt there. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Warriors lead by 2. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles.
Bang. 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 Yo, why is that still on the screen? Seriously?
And J.J. Redick, a focal point in his tenure with the Duke Blue Devils, both offensively and as a lightning rod for fans. There's no doubt that he is Mr. Duke, J.J. Redick, and it's hard to argue with that school's incredible success, Greg, whether you like him or not. And I know you've had a first-hand view of Duke a couple times.
You know, and listen, I have the utmost respect for J.J. and Coach K and what they've done there. And then listen, you can be known for a lot worse things in your life and haven't gone to a lot worse places. But I think for him, it's not about where he's been. Okay, I think it's about where he's going and what's going to be the next chapter in his career.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter.
Man,
what do you guys think about the
hold on. Yeah, I was talking to y'all.
I just think that from an intensity standpoint,
I'm
their
not gonna
defense has really been the key.
I can't do what I want to do
as they've been able to disrupt their opponent's
so
offense.
I'm gonna do another game.
Absolutely.
And,
I mean, they've been much more intense defensively. And their defense not only has been intense, but it's been swarming and saran wrap.
You've got Rivers, Luke Mbamute out there with Cole Aldridge. Then there's JayRock, and it's Johnson in at the small forward. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Yes, fans, Clark, and the one team they view as flawless is the Clippers. I don't like that word, but just kind of came out. Whether that is fair or not is up for debate, but it is certainly, I think, the perception.
And I think there's some truth to that perception. I mean, multiple players have received fines for flopping on their roster. And the fans remember it, too.
Oh, they do, yes, sir. Here's Redick. The rebound by Ezeli.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
And for the Clippers and flopping, part of it might just be reputation. Whenever anyone hits the deck on their team, fans might be quick to kind of condemn that as a flop.
Here's Iguodala following the score by Cole Aldridge. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
You know, the Clippers were the darlings of the NBA as they improved and made strides, but I think the flopping has kind of diminished that now, that love affair. Being labeled a group of floppers can certainly stifle your popularity.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr was going over with his team. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Green. Coach reminded his guys that he is the centerpiece of their offense, and he's the one they want with the most freedom to operate. Maybe making those early adjustments will give them time to judge their effectiveness by halftime. We'll soon find out, Kevin.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. That's good from Green.
You know, the Warriors took some flack when they passed on the chance to trade for Kevin Love, but I really think that the rise of Draymond Green
oh my God, another
made the decision even better and also kept their cap situation far more flexible.
Now here's Paul. Green with
the block. He was like, no, I ain't about to do this to my teammate. No.
He's good.
Wow.
Barnes has got his first points of the game.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent
read of
how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Lock at 6. Mbamute.
Okay.
The Warriors pull it in. And Draymond Green won't give you the superstar numbers of a Kevin Love, but he's got a deceptive impact, Clark, at both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I call him a value utility guy because he does a little bit of everything that brings value to your quest to win.
Give me that rebound.
He's steadily gotten better.
Rebound.
While he's not an all-star yet,
some
of his total contributions on the floor, impressive.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Now here's Paul. Looking to end the run. Can't get it to go. And Golden State will come the other way. And here is Curry. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. That's good.
Boy, what a significant turnaround here in the second quarter. After only making 40% from the field in the first.
Yeah, Clay.
And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
So, for the Clippers, Jeff Green. He's checked in for Griffin. And Paul Pierce is subbed in for Mbamute. The Warriors.
Oh my God, I should have been paying attention to that. That was crazy.
Also with a sub.
Oh, it's still not charging.
Now here's Pierce. Paul, right side. He feeds it to Green. And
Oh, my
stolen by
God.
Barnes.
Oh.
Here's Thompson.
Ooh.
Kicks it to Livingston. Thompson with it.
Yo, what's up with this, man?
Now Pierce defending. And it's Thompson again missing. And speaking of Curry's slight build, he's worked up and bulked himself up. He's added some muscle. He even got up to 200 pounds, I think he said. But he didn't feel real good, Clark, at that weight.
Yeah, it's not about the weight, Kevin. It's about strength. You need it to fight through screens and attack the rim, and he's clearly put on the strength he needs to play at his highest level.
Here is Livingston, following the score by Jamal Crawford. Livingston passes to Green. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. And that's now 11 points for Draymond Green. Clippers trail by 13.
Oh.
And it's Paul penetrating. And the
It
bucket counts. He's on his
worked!
way to the free throw line.
Oh my God. Now these are real ankle breakers. Hold. Come here, cross. Man, where you going? Oh, come here. Another one? Oh. Come here. Stumble. What you jumping for? Come on.
Try to make it a three-point play.
Not phased at all by having a bigger defender on him down low.
Get
And
him
I really
mad.
thought he would be.
He's not
You
scared
know, at
about
first
he's not
glance,
scared
you
of
wouldn't
that.
think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but boy, I tell you
What?
what, he didn't look like he
Hold
was out of his
still.
element at all right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Bogut comes in for Maurice Spates. And it's
Ah.
for Harrison Barnes.
Major league big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
Yeah, maybe that'll give them a little bit of that swagger that they seem to have lost.
Here is Livingston. The drive by Green.
Nothing. No. Oh,
Rejected by Pierce.
give me
And
that.
that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Pierce. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Cole Aldrich. He's checked in for Jordan. Johnson comes in for Pierce. J.J. Redick's checked in for Jamal Crawford. And it's Rivers in for Paul. Azili's checked in for the Warriors. Iguodala comes in for Klay Thompson.
Good steal.
On up the court.
Good assist.
Here's Rivers. Great pass to set up the layup.
Let's go, Rivers.
Rivers
Yeah.
has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the
Let's
Clippers.
go.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The drive by
That ain't
Bogut.
happening.
Nice work to get it inside.
That was no
and
foul, man.
contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow
Not
the
no
easy
damn
layup right
foul,
there.
bro.
Don't settle for making him earn the free throw.
No.
First free throw is good. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And Bogut drops them both. Here's Paul. He's got 7. There's the pass to Mbah-a-Moute.
What told you to run all the way back there?
It's hauled in by Bogut. Here's Barbosa.
What the?
It's hauled in by
I made
Los
him think he was
Angeles.
gonna make that.
That's a 2 from Paul.
Bang!
Buzzer beater's good.
Hey,
Beats the buzzer.
for the beater.
Terrific shot there. I mean, he was
FaceTime
calm,
be
he
a
was
buzzer
poised,
beater, man.
didn't rush it at all. You gotta take
Ah,
And
but
so
I'm
that
losing.
brings the first half
So we
to a
got kicked up,
close.
alright?
Warriors
Losing by
ahead.
8.
They're up by 8.
We can get
And
up here,
time now to
man.
go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline.
Let's
Doris?
go.
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, what has been the underlying...
Let's go.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point lead. They had some very nice stretches of play in the second quarter at both ends of the floor and got out to a well-deserved 8-point lead by halftime. Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
They did an awesome-horrific job. That's right, Ernie. Awesome-horrific. That's awesome and terrific together. Anyway, they did an awesome-horrific job of limiting turnovers. They were almost mistake-free. They put you in the right frame of mind when you can play like that. As long as they keep protecting the ball in the next 2 quarters,
Clay, bang, Clay,
and Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Clippers.
Well, sometimes you get too comfortable.
Get up there with the Clippers, man.
This team played tonight like it's no urgency. And now they dug themselves a hole,
yeah.
And the energy level to get out of it is going to be extraordinary. We'll see if they come out of the tunnel with some fire in the second half.
The turnovers not looking good. What an assist. What an assist.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
I'm tired, guys. That's my last game of the night, man. No, it's not. I'm gonna get like a game of this, and I'm gonna get me like my part.
Third quarter about to get going.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Green. He's got 11 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
Let's get this thing going.
Clippers trail by 8, and on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half.
Really?
The 4 with both
Really? Beginning of the game?
The
beginning of the game. The beginning of the game. Is that the the beginning of the game quarter will open. Boom. Boom. What's up with you, young?
There's Curry and Thompson at the guard spots, and it's Barnes in at the 3 slot.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Usually you talk about how tough a player is, and you're always talking about big guys. But Chris Paul is as tough as they come playing that little point guard position.
Yeah, he's a power pack when you look at him. I mean, he's played through a lot of injuries and still has a big-time impact on the game.
Really,
most recently in the playoffs, he played through injuries.
That layup be making me mad. Like, for real.
The Clippers shoot on 48%
you big ass,
from the field.
big dumb ass. Damn.
Thompson with it, and Crawford picks him up defensively.
You big dumb ass going to the ball.
Misses.
Oh,
not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like
DeAndre. Really?
Really?
Think the big man could do down
here? DeAndre Jordan has been extremely productive over 7 years. That makes it even more unbelievable that there was some question, Clark, as to his commitment to basketball coming into the league.
Yeah, you know, on talent and athleticism alone, he would have been a top 10 pick for sure, but he slipped to the second round and he's made good on it.
But I can still make
it. Free throw is good.
And watching DeAndre Jordan, he's really refined his game over the years without losing the athleticism. He's that rubbery, long-limbed athlete that transcends age. And so far, I've seen zero drop-off in his leaping ability and quickness. But no question, he's improved his skills and IQ.
Thompson with the bucket.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
Clippers trail by 8. Paul kicks to Griffin. Green with the block.
He got a block. Yeah, that's being a big man.
Curry running it up the court. It is now to Thompson.
Give me that.
No good. Nice D from Crawford.
And talking about DeAndre Jordan, he was displaying an energy level that many scouts wondered if he had. Let's face it, he underachieved a bit in his 1 year in college. He knows that. But when it's come time to do it at the highest level, DeAndre has risen to the occasion.
Now here's Paul after the miss from Crawford.
I seen that.
Paul against Thompson. Now. 6 on the shot clock.
Now.
To the wing on the left. Fires from deep. Steph Curry with the rebound.
Sometimes rest can do more harm than good. It certainly looks that way for them. They've been cold coming out.
He was going to get up there with him.
Yeah, heads up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Okay. I got it.
Barnes,
Yeah, he did. I think he benefited from the new system. He was miscast as an isolation scorer, but when he can spot up for threes and catch the ball on the move, that's his game.
Handle.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers.
Shaq 10 to 4, man.
For Jordan. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. J.J. Redick's checked in for Jamal Crawford.
Rebound.
And it's Austin Rivers in for Chris Paul. Now, here's Thompson. Harrison Barnes missing his last shot.
Nothing serious.
Another shot.
Nothing.
Thompson misses.
All right, not serious.
Quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
Yeah, you know, he's not making any kind of impact for them at that end of the court right now. Something needs to change for them here. I mean, starting the half 0 for 5, that's not going to get it done.
What? Come on now.
Harrison Barnes, very athletic. He certainly passes the eye test. And with his size, he can punish smaller wings and create mismatches. And then also he can play some small ball power forward at times as well with the way they like to space the floor.
Clippers trail by 12. And it's Paul penetrating left side Jordan.
The pass.
And that one comes up a bit short.
I know y'all seen
the
that
Warriors
pass,
have gone
man.
4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third.
He got the
and
shot.
You talk about Harrison Barnes overall. He had a nice uptick in his rebounding last year, and that was a goal of his. He wanted to get his activity level up. And oftentimes the difference between being good and great is just making those small incremental improvements in different facets of your game.
Here's Griffin after the made shot from Klay Thompson. That's good, and the Warrior lead is
down
to 12 on the bucket from DeAndre Jordan.
Get these buckets.
Boy, just a lovely dish by Griffin.
And Curry, here we go. That is good.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key there.
My God.
Looks, time.
You gotta be kidding. That was not real. That was not real.
No good. Great D that time from Jordan. It's tipped. Curry with the steal.
Really?
Rush dishes to Thompson.
Letting him steal
and
the ball.
He sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Thompson's got 6
here
in this quarter. So it's the Clippers now. It's a 16-point game. 1:56 left in the third. Paul passes to Jordan, and he goes in for the dunk.
He power surged that one down. Wow.
Yeah, good term to use. One of the game's top dunkers for sure.
Folks, that's not a petty, not a Manny. That's a facial.
Mamute with the steal. The drive by Paul. The reverse. The shot misses. And Golden State will go the other way with it. For so long, there has been this mindset that Golden State wins through offense, but their defense, Gia, you were talking about this, is where the true strength of this team lies.
Yeah, I think that's what's really allowed them to separate when you look at the rest of the league. I mean, they led the league in opponents' field goal percentage last season, and some nights the shots weren't falling, but the defense always showed up.
Late release, man.
Green inside the three-point line. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Paul. Makes it off the glass.
Come on, Paul.
Paul's got 13.
And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
And that's been their focus, it seems, throughout the game. I like the discipline that they've showed in terms of creating those opportunities on the inside.
Now here's Thompson. He's got 9.
He's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Really, that was a late pass. I've been pressed that.
Here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. And there's a whistle that goes on Mbamute. That's his first
ball.
foul.
Out his
there you go.
What in the
One
hell?
team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Pierce is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Johnson comes in for Mbamute. J.J. Redick's checked in for Jamal Crawford. And it's Austin Rivers in for Paul. Warriors leading by 18. Here's Livingston. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly but very efficiently.
Misses the shot.
Wow.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. The Warriors on top, running away with it.
This is
And
crazy
do not
right
go
now,
away,
man.
as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Golden State's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Rivers out there with JayRock. Then it's Pierce. Then there's Cole Aldrich. And it's Green in at the four-man position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And that one's good, Barnes.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Now here's Rivers. To the middle. Here's Redick. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
And Redick is just an unbelievable three-point shooter. It's not just his volume. It's his pinpoint accuracy. By the end of last season, Redick was 40% from behind the arc for his career.
And for Redick, he knew what his NBA career would be like. Way back in 2005, Clark, I recall him saying, I think I'll be a role player like 80% of the players in the league. I don't expect to be a star. I'll just shoot. I'll be a team player.
Yeah, and he's exactly right. He was highly decorated in college, but every scout knew his strength was shooting the basketball, and JJ knew it as well.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Griffin's checked in for Aldrich. And Bahamute comes in for Jeff Green. Johnson, he's checked in for Pierce. And Paul's subbed in for Rivers. Here's Clark. Shoots off the step back. Iguodala kicks to Barnes. Pass to Bogut. Some nice passing by Golden State here. And that one's good by Clark.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Now here's Paul. From outside the arc, down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
Chris Paul, guys, for the last decade, the best point guard in the NBA. Now, there's some new competition for that distinction, though, with Steph Curry breaking through to NBA stardom. And it's always exciting to watch these two go head-to-head.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for the Clippers. Crawford comes in for JayRock. Then for the Warriors, Draymond Green, he's checked in for Iguodala. Klay Thompson comes in for Ian Clark. And it's Stephen Curry in for Sean Livingston.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
How would you compare Chris Paul and Steph Curry?
Well, Steph Curry is just an off-the-chart shooter. I think the best in the history of the game in overall shot-making and creativity as far as shooting goes. Paul is more of an orchestrator, a maestro supreme.
Here's Thompson following the basket by Chris Paul. That's good.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at
the
the
hell is that?
opposite end of the floor.
Warriors leading by
Did I
22.
just put Curry down? Did I just put my young man down? I ain't putting him down.
Outside Curry.
Yeah,
Thompson
shit.
outside. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. That's 12 points for Klay Thompson. Curry against Paul. Lets the three fly. Again, the miss by Paul. Golden State's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Here's Thompson. Again, the miss by Thompson.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Paul's been great. 18 points, and he's contributed 3 points from the line, too.
And those free throws add up, guys. That is extra offense.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Azili's checked in for Bogut. Spates comes in for Green, and it's Barbosa in for Barnes.
Well, if you're going to give them layups, there's no way you're going to get back in this game.
Paul with the ball, and Curry picks him up defensively. Paul dishes to Mba Amute. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Warriors leading by 23.
Damn.
Feeds to Barbosa. Passes to Thompson. Inside, here's Spates. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And Maurice Spates last season with the best year of his career. I mean, he shot the cover off the ball and did a nice job on the boards as well.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Rick, you were just talking about Mo Spates. Clark, he has a great mid-range jump shot.